Hello everybody and welcome back to CryptoJet. Now today we're going to be covering the shitcoin of the century, or should I say the second shitcoin of the century, right behind Dogecoin. Now we'll get right into it, but before we do, actually leave a like on this video at this point and actually subscribe to the channel because you're actually going to learn something in the future with me. So first of all, I'd like to cover some dominance on the chart. Bitcoin is around 42% dominant, Ethereum at around 19%. So in the recent few days, Bitcoin has been stronger than Ethereum, and basically this means that Bitcoin has 42% of the total crypto market cap, while Ethereum has around 19% of it. Now, straight into Shiba Inu, we can see an enormously small price, but this doesn't matter. The only thing that actually matters is the market cap, because as you can see, there's a supply of around 1 quadrillion coins at this point. So, you should not be expecting this coin to reach $1 anytime soon, because that would mean the market cap would probably surpass all of the money currently in the world. Now, the market cap is at 2.7 billion, which is okay for a shitcoin like this. No, I'm just kidding. It's really not okay. There's a lot of people still holding. You know why? Because of this huge spike that happened at its conception. Now, an interesting thing, if you really want to buy into this coin, you can buy it on Binance, who will be few of these exchanges, but I strongly recommend you don't do that. Now let's get right into the chart. As we can see, you see a few of my favorites right here. Take note, maybe don't, and I actually advise you to take note because they're pretty good coins, right? They're not Shiba Inu, and as we can see, this is when the coin actually came out, when the huge hype happened and when the price increased so much, and then people started taking profits, and then basically what you see after that whole shenanigans is people who are already in loss on this coin, waiting for another spike in price to be able to take their money out at a fair value. So it was a clear pump and dump, and we don't have any value that we can see on the daily chart. So you're going to move on to the 4-hour time frame. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, technically, this coin did create somewhat of a price floor around this price right here. Not even going to bother reading it because it's just simply too small. And more recently, it seems like we did move a little bit more bullish, but we did create a neckline here for a nice head and shoulders pattern. So if you take a look at this, that's a head and shoulders pattern, which pointed to more downside. And what do you know what happened? Well, we saw a bit more downside. Now, this is all in the short term, and I usually talk about long term when I'm with all of these coins, but for Shiba Inu, I do not really see a long term. But just for the sake of it, we're gonna draw a downtrend line right here because it's visible. It's right there, and we actually broke out of it and created another zone of support around this point. So purely technically speaking, we're not going into the fundamentals of the project and what it has to do in the future. Fundamentally speaking, it's looking a little bit bullish at the moment because we broke out of this short downtrend line, or if you want to call it a falling wedge type of pattern, right? So I would call this a falling wedge pattern. Basically what a falling wedge pattern is when you see a wedge sort of falling, looking somewhat like a bull flag, and we've broken out of it. Now, I usually also say pay attention to this coin, see what it's going to do, buy in at any price because it's going to grow in the future. Well, it's not, because the project is dog shit. So yeah, take that as my advice. Thank you all for joining in for today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Adios.